Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Jeremy Poling, loan originator here at NFM Lending. Today, we have the pleasure of having Miss Rachel Smith from Remax Advantage Realty joining us today. Hopefully, we're going to be able to add some insight to what market trends here in the second half of 2018 moving forward are going to look like. Rachel, welcome to the studios here at NFM Television.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Wonderful. Thank you for coming in today. So,
Of course.
as I had mentioned, we're going to talk a little bit about market trends. We've reached the second half of 2018. Holy smokes, it's hard to believe
Oh my goodness.
that we've had
Oh my goodness.
6 months already go by, right?
6 months.
6 months. Some of the market trends that we're seeing out there really consist of rate movement. That's a big thing that we're seeing on the lender
Rates are
side.
going up.
Absolutely. So on your side of the transaction, as the realtor, are you seeing any specific trends that are out there outside of, the common daily complaints of rates going up?
Yeah, low inventory.
Low inventory. That's
Yeah, we're seeing some low inventory, which is good for sellers, however, a little tough for buyers. So I think it's going to be key to make sure that you're pre-approved and you're doing your due diligence and you're getting out there as soon as those houses hit the market and know how to deal with multiple offer situations.
You bring up actually a really good point, the difference in becoming pre-approved versus staying in a pre-qualified status.
Yes.
Are you seeing offers come in for your clients that are built around being pre-qualified versus a pre-approved offer?
Yes, we're seeing a mix. So we're seeing a mix of pre-qualifications, right, and pre-approvals. And pre-approvals, I usually tend to advise my sellers to put a little bit more weight on pre-approvals versus pre-qualifications, and I'm sure you can elaborate why. The difference is more information is taken in by you, the loan officer.
Absolutely.
You look at them a little bit more scrupulously, and you can give a more finite answer as to their pre-approval versus just a skim of information saying, okay, yes, I've looked at A, B, and C. This is what I think they're pre-qualified for. Whereas with the pre-approval, you're really diving in depth and you're going to pull credit and you're going to look at all their income and their debt-to-income ratios and a lot more information that's valuable to go back to the seller and say, look, they've really done their work. This is what they look like on paper versus just a skim. This is why I think that this offer is more valuable than the other.
Being underwritten up front definitely has its advantages because we are able to put together 95% of the heavy lifting up front and uncover any potential concerns that we may have. Other market strategies that you have at this point, anything before we go that you want to bring to light?
I think a really big market strategy right now is the coming soon status. It's beneficial for both sellers and buyers. With the sellers, it's a 21-day jump on pre-marketing without starting your days on market. So you're sitting at 0 days on market while we have the ability from agent to agent to put the listing in the MLS and shoot it across to potential buyers as well as other agents that are in that territory. So it's a jump on marketing, so to say. With buyers, it's also beneficial because I, as an agent, can pull that coming soon listing that I'm seeing from another agent or my own listing and say, hey, look, this is getting ready to come soon. Quick, get your pre-approval done. Talk to Jeremy, get it done, make sure that you're pre-approved for this one before it hits that market and we're dealing with multiple offer situations. Let's get that foundation built now so that we're not in a stressful situation with, again, multiple offers and not being pre-approved versus pre-qualified. You want to make sure that you've got all of that information down pat and that we can go out of the gates strong.
So are you having the seller sit down with you and go through the differences in how this is presented to potential buyers? Are they being coached through your team as to how to become market ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds like you have a game plan. Because being market ready for us, obviously on the lender side is key. Having those pre-qualifications turn into pre-approvals as soon as possible.
Yes.
Means that they are a much stronger borrower.
Yes.
I'm sure on your side, when you look at your sellers and your clients, it makes even more sense to have the home or the asset ready to
Yeah, absolutely.
to be sold.
It's definitely a key thing to have done. Just doing your legwork up front is instrumental in any real estate transaction. And if you can get it done on a financial basis with Jeremy, and even if you're moving on to your next home, a lot of sellers won't think that process. So I've got to get pre-approved prior to listing my home for sale, or I'll get to that once I find my house. Well, you never know, because you could be shooting for a house in a specific price point that, lo and behold, you could qualify for a little bit more, or it may happen to be a little bit less. And if you had done your legwork up front, you would kind of overt disaster.
Well, thank you very much, Rachel, for your insight today. Thank you for coming in.
Of
We always love to
course.
have you
Thank
here
you.
at our national headquarters at NFM Lending. Can you let folks know how to get a hold of you?
Sure, you can find me at www.rachelsmithrealtor.com, or you can call me at 301-956-3342, or send me a text on that number.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rachel, for coming in today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We look forward to the next edition here at NFM TV. Have a great day.